On today's video, I visit some of Ljubljana's most historical sites and share with you some of the convincing stories behind these iconic landmarks, all while being pressed for time as I embark on a 5-hour-long journey on a Flixbus from Ljubljana to Budapest, Hungary's capital. The weather here in Ljubljana at the moment is overcast, so it's quite cool, and it has showered a little bit, but only for like a minute or so, and it wasn't very heavy showers. But the time is 12:15 now. My bus departs from Ljubljana to Budapest at 3 o'clock, so I've only got around about an hour and a half to basically explore the city. I wanted to stay longer, but the accommodations here are not so great, and because I left booking accommodation to the last minute, it means that the availability of hostels is very limited. I'm very picky when it comes to my accommodation. It must have AC. There must be absolutely no signs of bed bugs, because I've experienced bed bugs and it's absolutely a killer. Like, it completely ruins your holiday. And generally the location must be relatively close to the city centre. It's not a lot of factors I'm looking for, but those are the main three determining factors of whether I stay in a place or not. And also the price. But yeah, I wasn't able to secure another nice accommodation in Ljubljana, so I'm heading over to Budapest today. So let's get going. Just behind me here is the castle of Ljubljana, and along here is the famous river that runs right through the city. Sorry, I said earlier that was the castle. That's the castle, up there. There's a tourist boat. I'm not gonna lie, I think today's video will be very hectic. I'll be probably moving around a lot. There'll probably be a lot of shaky footage, but I'll try my best to try and maintain the quality of these videos. So my plan is to basically walk around the river and venture no further, because if I try to do too many things at once, it means that my time here is going to be quite chaotic, and I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be quite pleasurable and relaxing. So I'm just going to hang around the river in Ljubljana whilst I'm here. I believe the bridge I'm standing on at the moment is called Tromostovia. The word Tromostovia, which literally means triple bridge in Slovenian, refers to a series of 3 stone bridges that cross the Ljubljana River and connect the historic medieval town with the modern city. The central bridge, which opened in 1842, was the first of the 3 to open and is thought to have played a significant role in connecting countries in northwestern Europe, the Balkans and southeastern Europe. However, it wasn't until 1929, 87 years later, that 2 additional pedestrian bridges were built on either side of the bridge, giving Ljubljana its distinct architectural character. This central portion here of Ljubljana, it's really nice. Like, it's quite pleasant walking through the streets around here. The vibe I get is really relaxed. I mean, there are tourists, and you can tell there are a lot of tourists, but the environment is just really easygoing. Also, coupled with the overcast weather, makes it really good because it's not hot to walk around. A few meters down the riverbank is the Butcher's Bridge, which was built in 2010 and where countless lovers have forever padlocked their love for one another and dropped the keys into the Ljubljana River. However, conflicting with this romantic theme are sights of rather grotesque sculptures positioned around the bridge. Though it's not obvious to distinguish who these sculptures depict, they are well-known characters from mythologies of ancient Greek and religions such as Christianity and Judaism. The sculpture seen running disemboweled is said to be Prometheus, who is paying the price for having shared the knowledge of fire with mankind. Another is Satyr, a mythical creature with a horse-like appearance that was startled by the serpent. And positioned slightly further is the pair Adam and Eve running towards a cathedral to repent for their sins. Although it is unclear why such pieces of art were commissioned in the city centre in the first place, one cannot help but think that perhaps their individual stories and consequences are meant to strike terror in the hearts of those who consider to engage in nefarious activities. These are a nice set of stairs, but I don't know how many there are, and I've just eaten, so I don't really want to be doing a lot of exercise. How much further is it? Okay, I've decided to abort the plan of climbing up to the castle because it's going to take a little bit too much time and I'm going to be sweating like hell when I get to the top. So I'm going back down. Hopefully I can get some aerial video of the castle, but I'll have to see. Castle of Ljubljana is a 900-year-old castle complex, originally a medieval fortress built in the 11th century that overlooks the capital city. In the 1300s, the Habsburgs family obtained rule over Slovenia and shortly after tore down the fortress, which at the time was nothing more than a few walls, towers and wooden barracks, and built a new formidable castle we see today with the sole purpose of safeguarding against the steadily approaching Ottoman Empire. However, the newly built castle wouldn't be put to the test until the late 15th century when the Ottomans' wrath finally reached the Slovene lands. Many parts of the city were devastated by the war, but the castle withstood the Ottoman barrage and is still standing to this day. Admission into the castle's courtyard is surprisingly free, and the castle's outlook tower offers some of the best views of the capital city.
The time is 2:06. My hostel is just in front of me there. I'm going to pick up my bags and head for the bus station for my departure at 3:05 to Budapest. Let's go.
No, qua sotto, dai, non sopra.
But I've got my laptop in here and everything, expensive stuff.
Non possible magari.
Every time I've travelled on Flixbus.
Having persuaded the bus driver to let my carry-on bag on board, I set off for Budapest, the capital of the neighbouring country, Hungary, on what would be a 5-hour-long bus ride through the sunset and into the night, passing through an abundance of scenic green plains along the way.
And finally, I have made it to Budapest. I'm on my way to my accommodation. It's around about a 15-minute walk to what I believe is the metro, but I think it may potentially be the bus. It doesn't really say clearly on Google Maps. And then from there, I need to stay on for 3 stops, and then I'll be at my accommodation. Oh, that's the bus. That's the bus I need to get. The M3. Oh my god, is that another one? Yep, I've missed it. Both buses. Quite an annoyance, but anyway. Hello, sorry, I'm trying to go to Calvin Tech. Metro. Ah, the metro. Oh, okay, thank you. So the bus M3 is actually a metro replacement service for a couple stops. So everyone is literally getting off the bus to catch the metro, which is in operation from here. Well, I've actually got 2. One's a receipt, and the other one's a ticket. Calvin Tech. And we are Nagvar Tech at the moment. Oh, that's the train. One thing you might have noticed in the videos is that I'm constantly using my phone as a means of payment because my credit card has actually broken. The chip somehow got damaged and it's literally rendered it completely useless. I can't use contactless on it and I can't use chip and pin. So I'm having to rely on my phone and countries with contactless to be able to make payments. So it's going to be a little bit tricky and I'm low on cash. Anyway, I'm going to call the video to an end here as it's already dark and I'm pretty tired, so I'm probably just going to head to my accommodation, get settled, get a good night's sleep and wake up early tomorrow and explore Budapest. But I will see you on the next video. Until then, peace out.